Hello, everyone, and welcome to another
guys.
Best Picture nomination review. Today is number, I believe, 6 out of 10?
Something like that.
Yeah,
I
6,
don't know.
because we have 4 in a row that we watched afterwards. But today we're talking about number 6, and this
the best
is
one.
this is the one with definitely the most controversy,
Most
for sure,
memorable for reasons.
as to why the heck this was nominated. We watched Emilia Pérez.
Emilia Pérez.
We watched the whole thing from start to finish.
Yes, we did.
We were a little intoxicated
A
because
couple drinks. Yep.
I don't think I could have gotten through it if I wasn't.
Yeah, I was
This-
able to laugh at it.
This movie genuinely pissed me off.
This movie beat Wicked in was it the Golden Globes
I think
musicals or something?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. There's nothing good about this movie.
Yeah. I saw that was there was a reviewer who was listening to it and going, these lyrics are bad. Maybe just because it's translated, it's originally Spanish, so it sounds weird to me. But then they started singing in English, and he's like, oh no, it is just bad.
Yeah, the one that's all over TikTok is the "Hello, it's very nice to meet you. I'd like to talk about sex change operation."
By the way, this movie is about a drug cartel leader who gets a sex change to
Which-
hide from his previous life.
Ben didn't know what it was about going in, so
but
I was.
did.
No, you didn't.
I knew it was about a trans person.
You knew it was about a trans person, but you did not know that could have been
I was like,
anything.
shut up.
It was like 20 minutes in, and they're like, no spoilers right away. Even though I will say there is no reason for you to watch this movie. But like 20 minutes in, they kind of reveal what the plot's about, and Ben was like, wait, there's not a trans person yet. Like, what's going on? Like,
You were
where is
"Just
this?
wait."
I was like, just wait, Ben, just wait. And then the plot started plotting, and he was like, no, So basically, the plot is about a cartel member who wants to get out of the cartel and get his family safe because he, has all these people that's coming after him pretty much. But he
Yeah.
also has always wanted to be a woman.
Yeah.
So he decides to, instead of just like going into, basically witness protection or anything, he decides to just take the jump and
He could go to witness protection.
you know what I mean? Like sort of like that.
Go into
Like change
hiding.
his name and stuff like that. He decides to take the full jump, fake his death, and become a trans woman. And this movie is also a musical.
Oh my!
And so that's the other
barely.
thing he didn't know.
Like the starting song was like microwave refrigerator.
Yeah, wait, what? Yeah, that's right. It was. It was like the songs are about nothing. It's like they'll go from just like talking to just being a regular thing. And I mean, granted, that's musicals in general, but it would just so abruptly. But then
Absurd.
they don't even sing. They just start talking in a sing-song voice like this, and then they pretend that's
good enough.
a good song. It's like I can't see anyone watching this movie and then like going on their phone and downloading the soundtrack.
It's funny to me because and we talked about how it beat out Wicked for a musical. What's it, Golden Globes? I can't remember.
It was Golden Globes, not Grammys.
Yeah, Golden Globes. As best musical or whatever, and it was I can't remember any songs from this other than the jokey song on TikTok.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can remember several Wicked songs I genuinely like.
This movie,
Popular.
it's all about popular.
This movie wasn't popular.
I'm very excited for the Oscars because I just want to see this thing lose. It was nominated, Ben, it was nominated as many times as Oppenheimer and Lord of the
How?
Rings,
Okay.
Return of the King, and
Let's put this into perspective for you guys. It, at least last I checked, was 71 Rotten Tomatoes critic score. That's not terrible, but that's not Oscar worthy by any means.
no,
That's
not in the
okay.
slightest.
That's okay. Audience score was 17%.
Yeah.
How did this movie even
It's gone down. It's 16% now.
Oh, audience score?
Yeah.
How did this movie come anywhere near the Oscars at
I
all?
don't know.
And I'm not even talking about the whole trans plot, nothing like that, even with how thin that is. Just the musical aspect. The music wasn't good. The writing wasn't good. The acting, other than Zoe Saldana, was that her name?
Zoe Saldana.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
She was pretty good. Other than that, everyone else was kind of terrible.
Even Selena Gomez was kind of just phony.
Yeah,
it felt.
it just didn't feel.
Yeah.
I wasn't feeling it.
there's not many movies that I genuinely hate with a passion. And like you said, it's nothing to do with the plot. It's nothing to do with the trans subject matter. It's to do with the fact that this movie just felt so bare bones, so
Yeah.
unnecessary, so what even was the point? I felt like no love was put into it.
Mhm.
The music was just terrible. And it's like, if you're gonna have a musical, which a musical is already something that's a little harder for me to get into.
Yes, you need like a very interesting gimmick,
Yes.
and they
and
went
good
a little
songs.
they went too weird with this one.
They did. There's not really too much I have to say in spoilers, because in all honesty, I don't really remember what happened.
I'm just saying there are some. Okay, we're doing spoilers now.
Well, let's go ahead and rate it.
Okay,
This movie
was
has-
like a 2.
This is one of the very few times that I will do this. I'd never do this. We literally, I went on my like IMDb and looked at my ratings and stuff afterwards. I don't give ones a lot. This is
Here's
a
the thing.
1.
This is a movie that I would like have a few drinks and show a friend just so we can laugh at.
I wouldn't
Would
even do
not
that.
take it seriously.
I would pick Batman and Robin over this, like,
really
any day. Yes,
I
catch me
just
watching
found it
that.
absurd.
It was absurd, but it just like was absurdly boring as well. Like, I was bored out of
I was
my
laughing
mind.
my butt off because it was so stupid in places.
It was. Okay, what spoiler stuff do you want to talk about?
So they all die at the end.
They do, except does Zoe Saldana die? I don't
No,
think she dies.
wasn't in the car.
No, yeah, but Selena Gomez and Emilia Pérez.
She was in the trunk of the car.
That's right. They do all
There's a whole
die.
plot at the end of like a shootout,
Yeah.
and like, so Millie Perez was telling like Selena Gomez, "I'm your husband." Da da da.
Yeah. Which,
And
could you imagine?
If
Could you imagine?
If I was Selena, I'll be like, "You did? Excuse me?"
Yeah. Oh, and there's those
Not
parts.
just like, oh, like she accepted it, kind of easily.
Yeah. There's those parts too where it's like he's pretending to be, or she is pretending to be their aunt
Okay, yeah,
or something to the kids.
it's creepy.
And then the kids are like, they have this song where it's like, "You smell like my father."
Yes, yep. Mm-hmm.
And she's like, "Oh, I don't know why. That's strange. Maybe it's because we're related or something. I don't know."
It is creepy though. Like, can you imagine like your aunt that you've never met, that you know, like you don't know anything about hardly, just sniffing your hair, rubbing the back of your neck, being very intimate with these kids that supposedly she has never met. It's creepy.
It is. It is a little creepy. But yeah, there's just a lot about this movie I did not enjoy. And then Zoe Saldana, doesn't she like adopt the kids?
I don't remember.
She does. She becomes the kids' caretaker. And I'm like, why? Why would you do that for this person that was just like your client? And then that's right. Oh my God, it's all coming back to me. And then they throw, okay, so after, that's right. After Emilia Perez fully transitions into a woman, a few years go by, I believe. And then she
How
like
did they meet
starts,
up?
how do they meet up again?
Yeah, just randomly.
Yeah, remember that dinner?
Why?
I don't know.
Weren't they in like London or something?
Something like that. No. They were in Brazil or something, weren't
I
they?
swear they were in London.
No, they were
I
in
don't know why I
somewhere
thought
in
that.
like the Dominican Republic, I believe. But anyway, so she starts feeling bad about all the things she did when she was a man as a cartel member. And so she opens up like a domestic abuse place or something.
Yeah, like a charity.
Yeah, like for people who were in relationships and then those relationships were affected by the cartel. pretty
As like
much.
her way of like atoning, and I'm like, how about you like turn yourself in? Like
The timeline
the timeline is wild.
is wild. It goes from her just meeting up with Zoe Saldana's character, and then all of a sudden they're opening this place, and then it seems like, at least to me, only a few weeks went by.
Yeah.
Like, not much time at all. And then she dies, and they throw a parade.
They make a statue
They
about
make
her.
a statue of her and throw a parade in her honor. And it's like, what?
So okay, so I saw a thing that was like, the cartel is a very big deal in Mexico.
Yes, yeah.
And I saw it equated to if this was an American movie about, a 9/11 terrorist that got a sex change, it's like that. It's that level of absurd and just disrespectful.
So like if Osama bin Laden got a sex change and then
it's like that. It's that level disrespectful because the cartel is like a big deal, and they play. They play so light about it.
Now I want that movie though. Could you imagine? Osama bin Laden gets a sex change and then like opens up a 9/11 support group. Oh
That would be goal, but
I think we have an Oscar-winning idea, Ben.
Apparently, or at least several nominations.
We could get as many nominations as Return of the King.
But no, that's how I saw it compared. Like, it's a big deal in Mexico, and like they just treat it so lightly, like it's not that big of a deal.
Yeah, that was great. This movie was terrible. It's so bad. It's a 1. I don't know why this was nominated. Please don't watch it. Please watch anything else. Go watch Wicked, or literally any of the other nominations.
Yeah.
Were better than this.
Yeah,
any of them. So I think what's at least going to go in my last place when we get to the rankings. But who's to say? Maybe something else will.
I gotta rank these.
Come in the way. You haven't ranked them yet?
No,
I've ranked mine.
I forgot.
We have to film that.
Well, yeah, I know.
All right, Ben. I'm sorry. You're just gonna have to go.